Alright, good morning everyone. Ito po ang inyong makakasama yung host ngayon, ang inyong area sales coordinator ng South Luzon. And welcome po sa ating Saturday Sunya. Yan. Okay, no? Sino po ba ang medyo ano diyan, no? Pero ang medyo stress diyan, can I samahan niyo po kami ngayong umaga para po magkaroon tayo ng relaxations sa ating mga katawan. Yan, especially mga stress yan. No? Dahil malapit na naman ang cut-off. At least isa po itong sunya no para sa makapag-release ng mga negative vibes sa ating mga katawan. And syempre bago po diyan no, I would like to acknowledge our um, Crown Ambassadors, then syempre Crown Diamonds, Active Diamonds, Service Center Directors nationwide, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. At syempre po yung ating mga leader at service leader ng ating mga service center. At syempre yung mga group natin sa Sunya dito po sa South Luzon, meron kaming every night, no? Every 8 p.m. ng gabi, meron po kaming Sunya. Yan sa pangunguna po ng ating Sipu Master, then Executive Star Diamond, Mr. Vincent Di Dios from from Sorsogon. Yan. Siyempre po, di po mawawala, no? Bago tayo mag-start, hindi po mawawala yung ating mga pa-shoutout. Kaya i-share nyo po itong video, no? Para sa ating mga business partner natin na sa ating mga pamamahay pa ngayon. Dahil napakainit po ng panahon. Okay, technical, meron po ba tayo mga pa-shoutout this time? Siyempre, binabati ko rin no, yung ating mga service center ng South. Yan. Nandyan ang Kabuyaw, silang Cavite, yan. At sila Miss Irene. Then, Mr. Ronald. Oy, kamusta Sir Ronald? Siya watching from Bagong Pag-asa, Quezon City. Yan, isa sa mga matatagal nating leader no, ng DXN sa Quezon City. Yan, sa SM yan. Okay, sino pa partner? Yan, George. Ano ito? Good morning, DXN family watching from Cebu. Good morning, sir. Then, sino pa? Okay, no? I-share lang po yung ating video today. Yan, sinishare na po ni Miss Irene May How, ang isa po sa ating mga Sunya Master no? Dito sa area naman po ng Calamba. Miss Jovelyn Dugayon, good morning from DXN Philippines. Greetings from the Mansara Heights, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Good morning, Ma'am Jovelyn. Then, sino pa? Technical. Siyempre, di rin po mawala yung ating mga Sunya member dito sa Naga. At syempre, yung Gubat Sorsogon, lagi po yan naka-join sa ating Sunya no, sa gabi. Okay, hindi ko na po patatagalin no, para makapag-start na po tayo. I would like to introduce our Sunya Master no, from Davao. Okay, please welcome, palakpakan po at pusuan natin, Star Ruby, Miss Darlene Suelto.
Hello.
Good morning, Ma'am Darlene.
Good morning po. Mayong buntag sa tanan.
Ayong buntag.
Yes. So before I start, I just like to again honor and acknowledge everyone who is here, yung mga nanonood live and who will be watching in the future. So so today I'll be your Sunya guide. So I have slides. So I see your comments. So thank you so much for tuning in and learning with me today and for choosing Sunya today. So hindi ko na matagalin. I'll start with my presentation. So wait. Let me share my screen. So I hope nakapag-kape na kayo and nakapag RGGL or kung ano yung iniinom nyo from our DXN products. Kasi they're awesome in the morning also. Awesome to add. So yes. So here are my slides. So this one is a new somehow module or new slides that I will be presenting to you. Kasi kakagaling lang namin nung Thursday with Dr. Rajesh for Sunya in Business and also a Sunya Council meeting with Datuk Dr. Lim himself last this week. This week on around I think 19. So yun. And this will somehow incorporate some of the things na natutunan ko during those sessions. So I hope may makuha din kayo. So yan. So hi, I'm Darlene again. I'm an independent distributor of DXN like everyone here. And dun sa mga still choosing, still who will choose DXN in the future. So I am your Sunyati guide for the day. And yes, so basically this time I was told to introduce Sunya. So I thought na mas magandang topic is also my experience of practicing Sunya. Ano ba yung naging experience ko sa sa start ng practice ko of Sunya. So actually, Sunya, tinuruan kami ng Sunya around 2019, early 2019, and early 2019, and ni Datok Dr. Lim, and um, nung 2019, hindi ko pa siya masyadong, daily na pinapractice. So it took me quite a while kasi nga, yun. It took me quite a while kasi making Sunya a habit for me lang, not for this is not for everyone. It's just my experience na it wasn't easy because I was so attached to my previous habits of doing other things first or not incorporating any tool na magre-reset ng aking utak. So that's why it made it hard. But for some people, it's easy for them kasi it's with ease pala for them because they have that will to change. So noon, I didn't have that. But during my start of practicing of Sunya. So don't make yourself I know for some people because for me I also had a tendency before na pag hindi ko na perfect, hindi ko na gagawin patuloy. Like pag na-skip ko ng isang araw, masasad na ako or and then hindi ko na gagawin. So yun yung nagpahirap nung practice ko ng Sunya at but it was part of the process. For me, it was my journey or my experience of Sunya. So before I learned Sunya, I always also saw myself as someone who did not have much will. Like binibigay ko yung aking choices also to other people. Like I make other people decide for me. Like ultimo pati siguro what to eat. Anong kakainin sa restaurant, yun binibigay ko minsan noon sa ibang tao. Like, kayo bahala, pero may gusto ako na kainin pero hindi ko sinasabi kasi nga, yun, hindi ko na-develop yung will and yung value na aking choices. But with my daily practice of Sunya, it has helped me also take initiative and make choices for myself and for other people. I mean, make choices for myself that actually contributes to other people as well. So that's the beauty of Sunya. You never also you never walang hindi ka magiging masamang tao by practicing by practicing Sunya. There is no parang room for for that because the point of the practice is to clear or reset our minds. So basically Sunya is just a tool. It's like I always compare Sunya. If hindi nyo pa, kung first time nyo marinig yung Sunya ngayong araw, is kino-compare ko yung Sunya as parang toothbrush. Toothbrush siya ng utak. So, di ba, ang toothbrush, pagtutoothbrush is para sa ngipin. Yung Sunya naman is your cleaning tool for your mind. So, hindi siya, hindi siya physical na toothbrush kasi naman yung mga baggage ng utak hindi naman din physical lahat. So, pero ang maganda naman sa Sunya, sa experience ko is that uh, it it also helps in detox just like our Ganoderma mushroom. So it also has that effect. So yun yung naging journey ko with Sunya. And nakikita niyo sa slide, may parang keywords like will, creativity. So these are the things that at the moment, yun yung nakikita kong or nape-perceive kong contribution ni Sunya is that I developed my will or similar, I think, to endurance, and also my creativity. My joy is different from um, happiness because for me lang, if you have other definition, kasi joy is a being state of being, while happiness is momentary. So it has improved my joy. I'm not saying that I'm always in joy, but it has improved parang in terms of percentages, parang in-increase ni with the help of Sunya. Yung pagre-reset help me um, remember the joy or be in joy. So also my gratitude kasi noon I was so angry with everyone and everything and even myself. So Sunya has helped me. Yun yung mga unquantifiable na results ng pagpa-practice ng Sunya daily. So this is daily Sunya practice. Hindi yung once a week lang na practice, but more of a daily practice. If may ma-miss man, at least once a week na miss lang, parang ganun. If meron man. It also helped me sa receiving and gifting, sa attachments to expectation. Kasi yun din yung na-realize ko na malaking problem with, not really problem, malaking limitation for me in terms of every targets and it's my attachment of my expectations sa sarili and of other people. So it has helped me have less attachments to the expectations, or my expectations of other people and myself. So also has helped me in receiving abundance and also clearing out ng mga limiting mindset in terms of yung scarcity mindset, ganun. It also allowed me to have awareness kasi awareness is very important because when I become aware of what is not working for me, I can change it. I can choose to change it. So I can also choose not to change it. But basically, awareness is the first step to any change that you'd like. So, paano mo naman i-change yung something na hindi mo alam na kailangan mo i-change, di ba? So, for example, bad habits ko, kung hindi ko naman na-realize na bad yung habit ko or hindi na contribute yung habit, then hindi ko ma-change. So, yun yung value ng awareness. Also, gentleness as well as humor. So, if you met me before pandemic or before Sunya, ang layo, ang layo, parang ibang tao yung kausap niyo or nakita niyo. So, yes, I see all your good mornings. I honor acknowledging everyone. And my next slide is actually the contribution of Sunya in how I do and experience business. So I'm really talking more today of my experience, my personal experience, kasi I can't share with you I can't, parang, yeah, I can only share my experience. I know other Sunyatis also are sharing their experiences. And for me, this is how Sunya has contributed and how it has shown up in my life. So also, I decide less based on fear, especially in terms of business, because there's so many things, daming bagay in terms of business na bago, and basically minsan since bago siya, it's scary. But now, I decide less based on fear but more of the awareness. If yung choice ko ba, for example, ito, I could have chosen not to talk to you today because I'm too scared to speak in public and all that. Then I would have allowed my fear to uh, overcome my awareness that this would create more for me and maybe for everyone who's listening or who'll be watching this. And yeah, and the joy and excitement, baka it could contribute to me and to you in some way. And then if I if I decide that based on fear, then yeah, I I would have, yeah, I I would have not contributed. So, yun yung naging contribution ni Sunya. So, medyo unquantifiable siya. More of really changing of mindsets ang naging effect niya with me. So, and yeah, courage, hindi ko nalagay. Courage to show up and be seen because always nasa likod lang ako, and yun. And it's okay to be in the background, but sometimes there are times when you are required to speak and to show up. And yeah, so yun yung aking experience with Sunya and how I do a business. So I think it's in yeah, in the next slides, I think. So yeah, so this is actually the Sunya in business. So this was pointed out by Dr. Rajesh in Thursdays, Tea Time Thursdays, that actually Sunya's contribution to business is it actually guides us in how we do our business. It's like a foundation of the principles that we can pwede nating i-incorporate sa pagbi-business. So, this one are more of an advanced topic. So, I'll just run through them. Di ko na i-explain kasi this will be in the future. The first step really is practicing the reverse count or sunya daily. Yun yung first priority in all this. So these 5 principles and 9 no's, this comes after uh, you make your daily sunya somehow a habit or a lifestyle, because it becomes a lifestyle. So yeah, so the 5 principles, or in Sanskrit it's called Panchasila. It just says that you shall do no harm, you shall not take what is not yours, you shall not disrupt the harmony of family and society, hindi ka magme-make ng false claims, and hindi mo i-intoxicate yung sarili mo in many forms. So, yun. And 9 no's, the 9 no's is in Sunya is no temples, walang statue, walang chinachant walang chinachant or minamantra during the Sunya practice. We don't concern ourselves with food preferences. So if you like to eat meat, that's okay. But yeah, and we don't concern ourselves with beliefs, meaning uh, who we believe in. We don't touch that uh, because we are just a tool to reset the mind. And we don't concern ourselves with rituals, nothing to teach, nothing or no one to save, and nothing to achieve. So these are just the 9 no's and the 5 principles that will actually guide us in doing a business. So yun. So yun yung tinuro ni Dr. Rajesh, na this Sunya guides us in doing our business. And that will actually lead us to, hindi ko na nilagay, but actually lead us to 6 good practices. I'll just say it. So the 6 good practices that Sunya cultivates in terms of business were actually applicable sa lahat ng areas ng life ng buhay natin, is that we start seeing things beyond like yung intuition is heightened. We know when to invest, when to trust someone. We start seeing signs, and this is an ability. This is also we get nagkakaroon tayo ng ability to solve problems, or see through problems. Hindi puro problema yung nakikita. But when something challenging, may challenge na nag-pop up, nakikita mo, hindi man instantly, pero you'll see that may solusyon sa problema. And yun yung kinukultivate or dinidevelop. Kasi parang muscle yan eh. The more we do our sunya, uh, it also develops these abilities to see through problems instead of seeing it just as a problem and just uh, parang nagrereklamo ka lang about sa problema pero hindi mo iniisip kung ano yung pwede mong gawin para hindi na siya problema sa'yo. So, ganun. And also, another one, good practice is we start offering non-differentiation. Hindi na tayo nagdi-differentiate. Like, hindi ko to magiging client kasi hindi siya marunong magbasa, yung ganun. So, or wala siyang college degree. So, yun yung mga non-differentiation, or iba yung religion niya. So we go beyond that and we do business with everyone without judgment of who or what they choose. Ganun. So, and that's important. Somehow, as I'm doing my DXN business, it is important for somehow I see the value of hindi nag differentiate uh, sa people. Like example, like for now, politics. So iba yung president niya, so hindi na ako magbe-business sa kanya kasi iba yung gusto niya. So iba naman yun na topic, iba naman yung business at saka yung politics. So hindi ka masyadong attached dun sa preferences ng kausap mo in business. So yun yung good practices na nade-develop through our practice of Sunya. And yeah, and or we also have the endurance, yun sabi ko na will. So yun talaga yung malaking na develop sa akin sa pagpa-practice ng Sunya is yung endurance or will. Yun yung endurance is the element na bakit nagsasucceed yung businesses. Like kasi for example, for me, for the longest time I did not do DXN, and I have a thinking that results will just pop up even though I don't do anything. So the endurance also to even though I'm doing my DXN business now, but sometimes results sometimes don't show up uh, as fast as you expected or in the ways you'd like it to come to you. So endurance to just keep doing what's nice or what's contributing to you or what's creating results for you or what's fun and light for you, ganun. And yes, so yung 9 no's and the 5 principles are really the foundations of how we do our business. And also we become to see how we can contribute to greater or impact other people's lives. Yung contribution natin sa community. So alam ko for some or for many, ang nakikita lang nila is to earn money for themselves at the moment, and that's okay. Level lang yun siya. And but as we do our Sunya practice, we become more, we see things more in a bigger perspective. So yun yung contribution ng 9 no's and the 5 principles in Sunya. And did you know that DXN is Sunya and Sunya is DXN? So how is that possible? So how is that possible? Actually, hindi sinabi ni Datuk Dr. Lim for the longest time that before he created Sunya or founded Sunya, before he created the XN and founded the XN, sorry, He has been practicing Sunya since he was 10 years old. So it is actually Sunya that has helped Dr. Lim to see, yung sabi ko na, to see the bigger picture, to solve a problem, to endure walang sales for the first year of the XN. So if he gave up within the 6 months, so we don't have the XN as it is now. If Dr. Lim didn't have this tool. So this tool has helped Dr. Lim establish the XN as it is and expand it as it is in the future. So and also us as we do our Sunya, we also expand our own DXN business because every person is an empire, and yeah, and so that is why DXN is Sunya and Sunya is DXN, and the culture and the principles that na na incorporate in founding DXN is actually Sunya principles. So yun, it's an acknowledgement also. So I know yeah. So and my next slide is yeah, the book. So actually we have a book. So I'd just like to let you know that we actually have books, and this one is a new book. So this is where the book The Power That Drives CXN is where Dr. Lim shares his journey, and his journey in Sunya, when he started, how it started, and really how it has driven or created the XN as it is. So, yeah, and we also have a first book if you're not aware. So, hope you get your copies your nearest service centers. So, they're available. So, yun. And read through them you and yeah, apply them into your lives because these are simple yet applicable, relatable principles and stories of how Sunya has contributed. So my next slide is actually where I will just run through the basic what how Sunya looks like for really newbies or haven't heard about Sunya ever. This is the part where paano ba you're talking about the I'm talking about the, maybe you're asking, you're talking about the results of or the contribution ng Sunya sa'yo, but paano ba yun gawin? Maybe you're asking that now. So, basically, Sunya, the basic practice of Sunya is very easy. For me, I started with just 9 to 0 and 29 to 0, 99 to 0, and 29 to 0. But at the moment, we're just, you can always just start with 9 to 0. So it takes about a minute or less, or yeah, depends on your breath. So how do we do our sunya? So in sunya, I will first go through the how we sit during our sunya practice. So we have three ways of sitting, tatlong ways ng pag-upo during a sunya practice. So it's either yung Indian sit na normal, yung half lotus or yung full lotus. So please, you can screenshot this so you find how half lotus looks like. Indian sit is the first girl in purple sa sa bottom left ng screen nyo is my purple girl. Yan yung Indian sit. And then yung half lotus is yung second girl beside her. And the two girls below are doing the full lotus. So in Sunya, we follow our what's with ease for our body. Kasi if there's parang too stretched, for example, you try the full lotus and ma-injure naman kayo, wag niyo nang gawin. You start with Indian sit, and then if kaya, do the half lotus. And yeah, and sa Indian sit and half lotus, you see the girl na nakatalikod, kailangan nyo ng may mauupuan na medyo sturdy na either pillow or stack of pillows para to assist your spine. Ang kagandahan ng full lotus na pag-upo is that hindi mo kailangan ng may inuupuan na pillow kasi stable na yung stable na yung full lotus. So si half lotus and si Indian sit, you'll require a pillow para hindi ma-injure yung spine nyo or yung shoulder nyo. If yeah. And how do we position our spine and our shoulder? So we position our spines and shoulders. For me, I know when nakaposition ng tama yung spine and shoulder ko if I don't feel the weight of my shoulders. So para very comfortable, and it's not too stiff and straight. It's just natural way of natural parang ano to? Straightness, natural position ng yung shoulder and yung back. And your hands are just situated on your laps. So, ganun. You see the icon na black. So, yan. Nakaganon na siya. Ang palm facing down. You can do that. And now we go to the breath. So how do we breathe during our Sunya practice? So we breathe naturally. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi natin kinokontrol yung gaano kabilis or gaano ka tagal yung inhale at saka pag-exhale. So kung ano yung natural mo na paghinga nung araw na yun yung gagamitin mo sa pagsusunya. Wala tayong pinipilit na parang rhythm or way of breathing. Ang important lang is yung inhale and exhale nyo, lahat gamit nyo yung ilong nyo, your nose. So gamit nyo yung ilong in inhaling and exhaling. So and the core practice is yung reverse count. So the basic practice of Sunya is our reverse counting, meaning when we breathe, meaning that one cycle of breath or one count means one inhale and one exhale. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-inhale ako, inhale, exhale, that's 9. That's one count. Isang full cycle ng breath. So, yun yung pagka-count. Hindi yung pag-inhale ko 9, then pag-exhale ko 8. Hindi ganun. So, yung reverse count is counted by one full cycle of breath. So, we do a 9 to 0, and also you can, if medyo somehow you feel na mas gusto mo pa mag longer na practice, you can do 29 to 0, and you can also do 99 to 0 if that's fun for you. Pero if nahihirapan ka, wag mong ipilit. Naturally, as you keep doing Sunya daily, kasi yun yung important, daily, you will find yourself na mas kaya niyo or na-endure niyo na yung 9 to 0 na hindi nawawala. So, baka nagtatanong kayo, okay lang ba mawala sa pagka-count? Kasi may mga times talaga na nawawala. And okay lang yun, normal yun. And balik lang kayo sa number na na-remember nyo, especially if 99 to 0 or 299 to 0 yung reverse count nyo, then balik lang kayo sa number na na-remember. Yun. And so for now, I will be guiding you kasi maybe there are people who are new to the practice. So I will do one guided 9 to 0 lang. So I will give you time. So find a quiet space or place where you can sit and do your sunya now. So I hope you find one and you have a pillow, and yeah, relax and you can close your eyes. Again, this is a closed eyes also na sunya. Sunya is closed eyes at the moment. So you can take that deep cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale, and we'll start. So inhale, 9, exhale. Inhale, 8, exhale. Inhale, 7, and exhale. Inhale 6 and exhale. Inhale 5, exhale. Inhale 4 and exhale. Inhale 3 and exhale. Inhale 2 and exhale. Inhale 1 and exhale. Inhale 0 and exhale. So basically that's how you do 1920 na cycle of Sunya. So it's easy, and also you may find yourself na maybe ngayon experience nyo na biglang kumati yung nose nyo pag start nyo ng Sunya. So yun yung funny thing about ng utak, gusto kanyang i-redirect sa ibang attention. So important is not to scratch it. If may makate, hayaan mo, it will pass, it will go. And important during the practice is walang movement. We do not move. We don't scratch an itch. We don't, we don't tap our fingers, or and and if you find yourself na you already moved, then just go back again to 920. Go back to your count. So yun yung important thing then, aside sa reverse count, is no movement during the Sunya practice. So you can try this after this, or before a meeting, any time of the day. You can do this. So you don't have to do this for long periods of time. 15 to 20 minutes if gusto niyo talaga yung gusto niyo pwede kayong mag-timer ng 15 minutes and then keep reverse counting. So yeah, and after we do our Sunya, we actually have our post Sunya practice, which is the face and head massage. So after no reverse count is we rub our hands together and then massage our face 3 times, our head 3 times, our ears 3 times, and our neck 3 times. So what's so do we do this 3 times for longer, longer parang Sunya, like yung nag 15 minutes, 20 minutes ka na. So but we do I do one time lang, one cycle nito if example less than 1 minute or 2 minutes lang yung practice ko. But you can always do this if hanggang kailan yung, I mean, ilang minutes mo gusto or ilang times mo gusto. So that's what we do after we reverse count. So we don't just suddenly stand up, kasi we've created a lot of energy, and to benefit from that, yung heat, and to recirculate the blood flow, we do this. So kasi madami tayong points sa face, 'di ba? May mga points diyan na connected sa certain parts ng organs. So beneficial siya doon. For example, si neck is good for lowering down our hypertension. So by rubbing it, we or we lower down our blood pressure pala. We lower down our blood pressure. So by rubbing it, we are actually allowing our bodies to relax. So this is yung corresponding organs, or will be for advanced modules. So this is an intro to Sunya. So if you become if you join us for yung mga 21-day na Sunya challenges, you'll have access to this information also. And also if you level up on your practice. So yes, and I hope I'm clear, or di masyado, palagi lang ako nag-aa. So I hope you are understanding my presentation, and I hope you get something from it. And yeah, and here, these are reminders. So these are last, but they're also very important in your practice, especially if you're starting, and even if you're restarting, because yeah, just for me, when I started, I kept restarting. So yeah, yeah. So yun, your reminders is be gentle with yourself. First and foremost, don't make yourself um, bad person because hindi mo na consistent daily. But don't also make it an excuse not to do, or not to keep practicing it daily. Like, if I stop because hindi ko na perfect yung after 3 months nag-miss ako ng one day, 'di ba? Tapos tinap ko na yung practice ng Sunya kasi hindi ko na perfect. And be so gentleness there is not making the missing out on the practice as a big issue for on myself, or yung expectation on self. So be gentle with yourself, and this is a personal practice. So I also made it a reminder that this is a personal practice. No one can do sunya for you. Like, for example, ang ate ko yung magsusunya for me. So that will not happen, and the results will show up para sa akin, that won't happen. So this is a personal practice. You will be the one who will choose this for yourself, not for anybody else. And also, yeah, and yeah, yeah. And another reminder is that the reverse count is our basic practice. So you can do again 9 to 0, 29 to 0, 99 to 0, depending on depending on you. Everything is depending on you. So also you can do journal if you're wondering, if you like that. Ako, I tried journals, but hindi ko ma-keep up. I can't keep up with it. So, I journal when I feel it. So, some people are really good at keeping up with their journals. Sunya journals, you can have that. Kasi minsan there are some thoughts, my ideas, you can put it there. So, you can also, for some people, I also learned from other people na they have really great detox na nangyayari sa katawan nila pag nagsusunya sila, nung nagsusunya sila daily. Kasi yung iba, na para silang nag-RGGL, kasi may nakilala kami na hindi siya member ng DXN, hindi pa nag-consume ng DXN products. And nagsunya daily lang siya. And yung effect sa kanya is parang nag-detox. Alam niyo naman yung detox process ng Ganoderma. So para din silang Ganoderma, yung effect sa kanila. So again, this is a personal practice. Therefore, your experience definitely depends on you and your body. So it shows up differently for other people. So your experience ko may not be your experience. Other people's experiences may not be also yours. So that's also one way of being gentle with yourself. Having no expectations of how Sunya practice will show up in your life. You just do it because it's like brushing your teeth. But you're brushing your mind. You're brushing your mind. So another key practice is daily practice. Daily talaga. Paulit-ulit daily practice. So as much as possible, we don't miss, and don't don't make the practice complicated. It's so easy. It's short also. It can, if you don't really have time, you can kahit mag-reverse count ka lang, and that's okay. Sometimes I do it while waiting sa mga government offices. Minsan kasi ang haba ng pila in the bank. Kasi hindi naman, hindi ka naman, okay lang naman siguro pag-usapan ka na. Para ka na lang natutulog eh. Of course, you don't cross your in public unless you're okay with that. You don't need to cross your legs in public. You can just sit or sit and reverse count. So ganun. And but when you are at home or wherever it's comfortable for you to sit and do the Indian sit and all that, may benefit yun siya. So please, as much as possible, follow the sitting position. And yeah, consistency is foundational. And when to know to move from reverse count to another level. So this is something new I learned from Dr. Lim recently. When to know na mag 29 to 0 na ako or 99 to 0 or beyond kasi may other practices pa ng Sunya. So it's when you feel na stagnant ka na. Like hindi wala nang yung stagnant na yung feeling mo when you 9 to go to 9 to 0 yun. So that's when you can also um, message us kasi we're here to guide. Also, we are learning from everyone. So another reminder is to share this with family and friends. So don't be shy. Don't be shy to share it to family and friends who are looking for it, like who are asking for it. You can share this video or you can share your practice kasi madali lang siya i you know i-share sa iba. And but again, we do not force anyone to do the Sunya practice, or yeah, we don't force anyone to do the practice. They will choose it themselves kasi again, no, this is a personal practice. So you can keep inviting them, for example sa bahay. So what my sister does to me is is that she 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 puts up, for example, yung 21 days Sunya challenge is at the moment is at 5 a.m. So I at the moment yung will ko to wake up at 5 a.m. sometimes is not enough. So, but I do my sunya within the day. So, what she does is she just puts up, nandiyan na yung schedule, be there, but she will not force me to wake up and be uh, at the 5 a.m. So, yeah, so it's a choice for everyone. It's a choice people make for themselves. And yeah, so you can contact us on this. Actually, I'm done. I'm done with the presentation, and I hope it was a contribution sa inyo. And I know I've been speaking somehow more of in English. I am trying to speak in Tagalog, but yeah. And, before that, I think yeah. And this part pala, I didn't focus on be the invitation. So sometimes some people they become attracted to your practice because you are such an invitation. How do you become an invitation? Um, just keep doing your sunya and you'll find yourself changing a lot. So people will be inspired to have what you have, and that's also similar to doing business. So the more you don't have to talk so much sometimes it's your how they see you happy in what you're doing or joyful in what you're doing and contributing in certain ways that you become the invitation. You don't have to invite them sometimes. You have, alam ko meron kayong mga downlines na ganun. Kasi gusto lang nilang maging business partner kayo. Then they become interested in DXN and what you have to offer. So yun yung additional thing. And yeah, you can contact us on these pages. So we have FB, Facebook page for Sunya PH. So you just search this, or yeah, search this on FB. Also, we have our DXN Fox Tribe and Love Your Freedom Global support groups. So this is DXN teams. So I'm part of both this DXN teams, the XN Fox Tribe, and also your Love Your Freedom Global. And we have an FB or Facebook group. So this is where we do our 21 day. So that's a 21 day Sunya meditation challenge. So you can just search that up and join and answer a few questions. Konting questions lang, around 3. And also, we screen yung mga sumasali. We don't usually add people if in-invite sila, like invited to the group. Mas maganda yung ikaw mismo yung join join group kasi mas madali for us to know that it's you na gustong mag-practice ng sunya. So it's just also to not to protect but to para yung nasa group is people really who really like to practice it. So ganun. And hindi mabombard yung iba na hindi naman nila chinus. Yung partner nila yung gusto silang mag-practice. Yung parang ganun. So we suggest that you join the group on your own. You click the join on your own if you want it or if they want it. And then we have pages by Dr. Lim Shojin. So this is where you can also look at or listen to his talks about Sunya and business and everything about DXN and also about health. It's everything's there. And also we have sifworld.com. So when you become a Sunyati, you also become part of the foundation, which is the Sunyati International Foundation. And you can search about what projects we are currently contributing to, like the cotton farmers in India for our kimonos. So this is an advocacy. So when you buy a kimono from DXN, you're actually directly contributing to the cotton farmers in India who are um, choosing to um, choosing to pass. Ganun. So, yun. And yeah, so that's it. So, thank you so much for choosing Sunya Saturdays. Thank you. So, honor acknowledging the XN Philippines management for having this portion also um, available to everyone. And thank you, Datuk Dr. Lim, to all the Crown ambassadors listening, Crown Diamonds, Star Diamonds, everyone that is an independent distributor. And even if you're not part of the XN family yet, the one world, one market, one family, one dragon, one company, um, uh, it's okay. You're still part of the world. So thank you for being part of the 3% that the world requires for sustainable peace and prosperity throughout the world. It takes 3% of the world population to have lasting peace and prosperity. So how does it get any better than this? So thank you so much. I hope I thanked everyone and everyone who's on live.
All right. Thank you so much sa informative presentation ni Ma'am Darlene Suelto. Palakpakan, pusuan, and heart po. Bigyan po
Yeah.
saan natin ng heart and likes for our Facebook. Yan. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Darlene. Namaste. Yeah.
Namaste.
Okay, based on my experience at Sunya, dito sa Sunya, na-experience ko din po talaga, last year, tagtad po talaga ako ng problem, para ma-release ko po ito, isinabay ko po ito sa aking daily routine. At the same time, napakaganda po ng naging result sa akin dahil sa mga negatives na pumasok sa buhay ko last year. Ito po ay ni-release at kung makikita nyo po, I'm always smile. Kaya kahit nagkakaroon po tayo ng mga negative problems sa buhay, join us, try daily Sunya practice. Yan po, sa mga gusto pong mag-join sa Sunya, dito sa South Luzon, meron po kaming GC. I-PM nyo lang po ang mga Sunya members namin. Sa Visayas area, nandiyan po si Ma'am Arnett Ambeling. Nandiyan po, naka-join po siya dyan. Sa Gubat Sorsogon, nandiyan si Ma'am Nilda Rodriguez, siyempre at ang aming presenter for Sunya, Mr. Vincent De Dios. At sa area naman ng Kabuyaw, nandiyan din po si Miss Irene Mayhaw. At yan, patuloy po kami dumadami. Almost nag-multiply na po. Dati, iilan lang po yung aming Sunya members. At the same time, ito po, tuloy-tuloy lang po, may release po natin yung mga negative vibes. Ayan po yung naging result sa akin. Kaya kahit medyo nagkaroon ng problema last week, I'm still smile because napaganda na Sunya para sa akin. Okay, once again, palakpakan po natin at pusuan ng ating presenter for Sunya, Saturday Sunya, Star Ruby Darlene Suelto. Okay, at syempre po, ito po ang inyong area sales coordinator ng South Luzon in behalf of Sales and Training Manager, Ms. Juliet Togano. Okay, syempre ang aking mga kasamahan, no? Area Sales Coordinator ng North Luzon, Ms. Ivy Celeste. Area Sales Coordinator ng Visayas, Mr. Jun Antonio. At syempre dyan sa Mindanao, ang Area Sales Coordinator natin dyan, Mr. Alan Ricoport. No? I-PM nyo lang po sila kung how to join, no? Paano mag-join sa ating Sunya. Okay, once again, this is John Jonistanyol. I'm nagsasabing good morning. Thank you, JXL.